Today we'll be unboxing the EAA Windicator, a traditional double-action revolver chambered in one of the most famous handgun cartridges ever developed, the 357 Magnum. The Windicator is interesting because despite it being sold in the United States by European-American Armory, it isn't actually an American-made revolver. It's a German design, and it's aimed at a fairly straightforward niche, providing traditional all-steel double-action revolver without the price tag associated with some of the better-known American brands. The European American Armory Corporation was established in Florida in the 1990s. Rather than becoming primarily a firearm manufacturer itself, EAA built its business around importing firearms made from established overseas manufacturers into the United States. At various points, it also handled firearms from Spain, Russia, and Turkey. So EAA occupies an interesting corner of the American firearms market. They've essentially acted as a bridge between European manufacturers and American shooters, often emphasizing firearms at the more affordable end of the market. And the Windicator fits that philosophy pretty well. The Windicator comes from Weyrauch in Germany, a manufacturer that has much longer history than EAA itself. It's a conventional double-action, single-action revolver. That means you can simply pull the trigger and fire it double-action, or manually cock the hammer and have a lighter single-action trigger pull traditionally associated with revolvers. The Windicator family has been offered over the years in several configurations. EAA documents a list of flip barrel lengths including 2, 4, and 6 depending on caliber and the version, along with the .38 Special and the .357 Magnum chambers. Its traditional cylinder holds 6 cartridges, and there really isn't anything particularly exotic about the design. It's a straightforward service-style revolver. Simple controls, synthetic grips, swing-out cylinder. The basic operating system of revolver shooters have been familiar with over the generations. But arguably the most interesting part of the Windicator is what's stamped on the barrel, 357 Magnum. The 357 Magnum dates back to the 1930s. Experimenters included Phil Sharp and Elmer Keith had been pushing for the performance of the .38 Special, particularly in the Smith & Wesson heavy frame of the .38-44 revolvers. The resulting 357 Magnum used a case approximately 1/8 of an inch longer than the .38 Special, preventing the much more powerful ammunition from being accidentally chambered into the ordinary .38 Special revolvers. Smith & Wesson introduced the new cartridge and revolver in 1935, and nearly a century later, we're still using it. That's pretty remarkable longevity. The 357 Magnum can be loaded with a wide variety of bullet weights and ammunition types, so quoting one velocity as the performance of the 357 Magnum is misleading. Barrel length matters considerably as well. Historically, the original load launched a 158 grain bullet at 1,500 feet per second from an 8.5-inch barrel. Modern ammunition varies substantially depending on the load of the firearm. And that's where the 357 revolver has another useful characteristic. A properly chambered 357 revolver can also fire the shorter, lower-powered .38 Special cartridge. So the same revolver can accommodate comparatively mild .38 Special ammunition as well as full-powered 357 ammunition. And of course, always follow the ammunition and safety requirements specified for the individual firearm. And I think that's ultimately what makes the Windicator interesting. It isn't trying to be an exotic competition revolver or some groundbreaking new design. It's almost the opposite. It's an affordable German-made interpretation of a firearm design that's been around for generations, chambered with a cartridge that has been around since 1935. And there's something refreshingly uncomplicated about that. 6 rounds, double and single action, fixed sights, and 357 Magnum. So that's the EAA Windicator. It's an interesting little revolver with considerably more history behind its basic design and the cartridge that is at a relatively modest price. Thanks for coming along, and we hope you'll join us for our next adventure.